Network with your host, Sean Myrie. Please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. This episode, had to do it. Had to do it. Drake, Iceman, episode 4. This is for, all the Drake stands, even some of the Kendrick stands, right? So, his highly anticipated album is coming out soon, right? Coming soon. Um, I was saying summertime release is going to be coming out, and I said Iceman episode 4. Well, that's coming out soon. Rumor is not rumor. He was cited, Drake, in Toronto City Hall doing a music video. So that means he's coming out with something soon. Drake definitely is going to be dropping a new single, new visuals, probably in May. Like I said, mentioned a couple times that the album, I think, either the earliest is in May before FIFA, the FIFA event, what will take place in North America, in Toronto. Also, there will be, FIFA events, and I don't know if it's a rumor, but I remember about a year or so ago, especially when the battle was going on, that in reference to Drake actually, performing at the FIFA, right? FIFA soccer, the World Cup. So right now, his buddy or his friend, Boy Wonder, has produced 2 tracks for FIFA, right? Produced one for what's her name again? Nelly Furtado. Yes, Nelly Furtado. She won an award at the Junos. I think it was a lifetime types achievement award. So he produced a new track for her, and also a local Toronto artist. Getting, he's well respected. Northside Benji. I'm guessing Boy Wonder done some production for him, but it's both those tracks are associated with the FIFA World Cup. So, and that's Drake's good friend and producer. So there's a pattern right there, right? So Drake is definitely dropping his album around FIFA time or before FIFA. Drake is going to drop his album. There's been a lot of controversy over the last 2 years because of the battle with Kendrick Lamar and Drake. A lot of people taking sides, either Kendrick's side or Drake's side. I'm from Toronto actually, so I actually know a little bit information about Drake more than other content makers you see come online and talk about Drake. Well, his video that he's been shooting for his recent Iceman album is probably going to be coming out soon. Will the album do good? A lot of people are dropping albums right now, but the Iceman album, I think, is going to break records. He's making, especially a lot of American audience starve for his album. He hasn't performed in America in a while, so now this is his comeback ever since the battle. So, what does this mean for Drake? Hopefully, it means good album sales, right? Hopefully, it does good for him, right? But there's a lot of people who's been criticizing him for years in regards to ghostwriting stuff. What you saying, people in the chat, Mango Tango? What you saying? A lot of people, yo, what's good? I'm talking about Drake because Drake definitely is going to be dropping something soon. Some people might not care about Drake, but and obviously the controversy as Drake is Jewish and what's going on in regards to the Middle East. Will he talk about it or will he stay away from it? I know that DJ Khalid or Khalid, he stayed away from it. He's Palestinian. Drake is half Jewish, so will anybody ask him those questions? He hasn't got an interview from the urban community, if you want to call it the music community. You haven't seen Drake do any interviews, not even at home. So, well, he has done certain interviews, but it's not with like, the hip hop community, the culture, as people would say. So there's a lot of people who's been criticizing Drake over the years and the ghostwriting allegations. Recently, allegations came out against Pusha T with ghostwriting. So now We're going to see how this goes when Iceman drops, how much people are anticipating for Iceman, how much people care about Iceman. I know J. Cole dropped an album recently. J. Cole dropped The Fall Off. Recently, Snoop dropped an album. Um, Kanye West dropped an album. A couple people have dropped albums. So this means Drake's not coming out with all these people. I've been telling people over time and time that it's not coming out. I told fellow content maker What's the Dirt. I don't know if he's listening or if he takes me seriously, but I said that Drake's not going to be coming out until summertime. Right? He thought it was going to be early, honestly. Much respect to What's the Dirt, but he thought it was going to be coming out earlier. He's been covering it from episode one all the way into um, the last episode. He covers a lot of content during, about Drake. He's a big supporter of Drake. What's the Dirt? You know, respect to him. He was covering the beef with Kendrick Lamar also. And there's other content makers who talk about Drake a lot. You got the Culture United with Justin Hunt. You got a whole bunch of people, right? And they've been hating on Drake. A lot of people been hating on Drake because Drake is the top artist probably in the world, male artist, and he's been running the rap game, if you want to call it hip hop. Maybe I'll say more rap for over 15 years. Drake's been running the game for over 15 years, the rap game. But now Iceman is slated to come out. He's done a good rollout so far with the collaborations he's been doing, like McDonald's, Marvel, DC, and other corporations. So why does he get these, you know, sponsorships? Let's be straight up. The elephants in the room. Who runs entertainment? You know what I'm gonna say. Drake. If you saw the thumbnail, Drake is Jewish. Jewish people, they control the entertainment industry or influence the entertainment industry. Drake is Jewish, half Jewish, right? And he still recognizes that. So you're not going to win. No one's going to be beating Drake no matter what they say. He's breaking records every day, every month, or whatever you want to call it. Drake is breaking records. You could hate on him. You could bring up the ghostwriting stuff. You could bring up the fingernail painting, which he does. I don't support that. You could bring up the lawsuit stuff, what he's still pushing. I don't support that either. That is very controversial in regards to hip hop, right? So, yeah, right now, a lot of people are waiting for this album to drop. The Game, popular, hip hop artist once, The Game, who was signed to G Unit and had beef with 50 Cent, he came out and said basically the industry is missing Drake and his absence. Well, now you're missing Drake, right? Everybody was jumping on the bandwagon of Kendrick Lamar. A lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people was jumping on the bandwagon of Kendrick Lamar. And now there's a big absence or a void. People are waiting for Drake in regards, they say hip hop. Let's not bring hip hop into this. Let's just say music, right? So Drake is not dumb. He's gonna drop his album when it's a good time, like near the summertime, near FIFA soccer, which the world will be watching, right? So he's smart. It's gonna be dropping near the summertime or in May, May the earliest, not April, not the months before. I've been saying it. I said if he doesn't come out at a certain time, his album's gonna flop, right? So he waited. It's like he's listening. Believe me, Drake does watch a lot of stuff. You will be surprised what he watches. Much respect in the chat. So yes, he's gonna be dropping this album, and people are expecting it to break records. People are expecting it to do good, right? I'm expecting it to do good right now. I said if he came out earlier, like 4 months ago or 5 months ago, with this Iceman album, it would flop. I said in the beginning it would fail if he came out too early, that he had to wait about a couple months. And it seems like he listened, right? So now he's going to be dropping it near the summertime. or in the summertime. So he's been listening, in the universe, it goes out there. He's not dropping it like some people said he would drop it real early. First, he's probably going to do episode 4, probably with the music video what that he's recording or has recorded at City Hall in Toronto. He's definitely going to drop it around that video, that visual. If you could, a cartoon, I don't know what you're saying, but he's definitely going to be dropping that soon, that visual. I'm expecting the video to drop in May alongside with episode 4 in the 6th, Toronto. I don't know where he's going to record this new episode. It will be interesting to know. If I know, I'll go straight up and do a live stream right there in Toronto. If I know where Drake does his next episode, and if it's live, I will try to go where he is, right? That's the best way to do some type of coverage of Drake's episode 4. I wish I knew earlier when he was doing his episodes, right? But right now, he's coming out soon, and there will be no competition. There will be no competition. There is no competition now for Drake. And if people want to bring up Kendrick Lamar, where is he? People are complaining, like, where's Kendrick? He dropped his album. He got all these accolades. He got all these Grammys. He still got a lot of songs which he didn't do videos for, but where is he? Right? So Kendrick is boring to the mass. He got his fans, but he's boring to the mass. Drake's gonna drop, and he has a lot of people supporting him. You see academics saying that, talking about him, another big content maker. You got many talking about him, but academics is the biggest one. He claims, he hears from Drake, or he gets the news. So let's see how this is the game changer for the music industry. And like I'm saying, Drake is Jewish, right? And just because of that, people want to, look over that. They don't want to talk about that. But because he has that, along with his talent and all the networking, that helps him. Let's be straight up. That is helping him in the entertainment industry. So now, like I'm saying, he's done his rollout. Drake's done his rollout, right? Or is doing his rollout. He got all those collaborations with, corporations. What happened to Kendrick's? Kendrick is the big winner. He done a performance at the Super Bowl. He done all types of stuff. Where is Kendrick Lamar's stuff? Right? So that shows you the corporations don't respect Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is a great artist and all that, but he's still not gonna do an impact like Drake. When Drake, it's gonna be Drake's summer. Let's be straight up. It's gonna be his summer, right? So all the people who backstab Drake, get ready. This is his revenge of success. Hopefully, I'm giving him this. I'm giving him that it's gonna be successful because it's gonna be dropping in the summer, and there's no competition. All the music out coming out from especially the rap game is garbage right now. Most of it. J. Cole's album, not saying it's bad, but no impact. Snoop came out with a new album. Respect to Snoop. I like Snoop. Not saying it ain't gonna have one or two hits, but I don't think it's gonna hit like normal impact. But Drake coming out with this Iceman stuff, right? And episode 4, I'm guessing episode 4 will be in the six, right? Episode 4 is probably in Toronto because he's doing a video in Toronto City Hall a couple days ago. People spotted Drake around that area in Toronto. So, episode 4 definitely, I'm guessing, is going to be in Toronto. He's going to be putting it down, and let's see how people gravitate to the album. Most likely, everybody is hungry. They're hungry for Drake. Drake's been away from America, especially performing wise, for a long time since the battle. So if people think he's not going to sell out stadiums or whatever arenas, they're crazy. He's going to be selling out arenas even in LA or the Bay, anywhere in California. Definitely Drake's going to be selling out. Um, I'm looking myself for some features from Toronto. That's what I'm looking for. The Iceman album, I'm looking for the features coming out of Toronto. Will that happen? Let's see. All right. Drake has a lot of haters, 100%. He has an army of haters, right? I've criticized Drake many times, many times. The lawsuit made a lot of people lose respect for him, even though he they knocked me out. That's some crazy shit. That's some crazy stuff. YouTube, man, what you doing? Not you playing around with me now again, knocking me out. I'm talking about Drake. OG Kicks, what you saying, man? I was just talking about Drake. They knocked me out. Now I'm coming right back. This the Iceman. Maybe I'm right. I'm onto something. In May, summertime, he's coming out. He's gonna be coming out with the album. That was weird what just happened there. You guys probably used to me talking about Trump, but now I'm talking about Drake. They're playing again. Yeah, man. Yeah, right before you came on, it knocked me out, and then I had to go right back in. All right, they probably thought I was talking about some deep politics, but I'm talking about Drake, the Iceman album, right? The Iceman album, episode 4, definitely is going to drop soon. I think Drake's album is going to take over the whole summertime, right? It's going to be everybody's hungry for it. Even his haters are hungry for his album, right? He got a lot of haters hungry for his album because they want to dissect it. They want to criticize it. I will do a review. I can't lie. I'm going to do a review about Drake's album, right? The Iceman album. And I'm going to be in Toronto talking about it. Drake's old now. Yeah, I've been saying that too. Somebody was making, like, respect to What's the Dirt. He was ripping on old haters, like people 40 and up 50. But listen, Drake is like 40 now, but he's still doing good. It doesn't matter how old he is. Like the age thing, respect to that. I don't really want to hear that because the biggest hip hop artists who are making the money are old, older than Drake. The guys who are really making the money are way older than Drake, still touring. So the age really has nothing to do with the music. Like, you need to stop with this ageism. It's only hip hop what does this with the age stuff. Every other genre is nothing. People are rocking stages until they're 70 years old, right? But Drake is 40 years old and he's successful. Let's be straight up. All right, yeah, he's about 40 and he's successful, selling out arenas. He's not going anywhere. You got Chris Brown and Usher doing a tour, and Usher's old, if not older than Drake, right? And the list goes on. So Drake, right now, definitely people are going to dissect his Iceman album when it drops. I think that he should change the name. That was my opinion, that he should change the name because of the controversy with the ice in America, right? The controversy with the ice in America. So how is the promo going on in America besides online? I want to know. How is that campaign going? Does he have posters, billboards all over America? Is it saying Iceman? Because so far that name is aligned with the ICE agency in America, like it or not. And people are gonna probably poke fun of it. I already did poke fun of it myself. So people are gonna poke fun of it. The album uh, title, guaranteed. Um, will it affect the sales? I really think it would have been good if Drake flipped it and called his renamed the album. I think that would be a good flip, a good promo, like throw people off. You could still have the Iceman series, but flip it and what it's called, rename the album. But I don't think he will. He might be a little bit stubborn. I don't think he's going to do that, but I think he should. So far it looks like he listened to someone like me not releasing that album 4 months ago, and or a couple months ago, and waiting till the season to take over, which is summertime, right? Right now, there's three big albums, if you want to say big albums in rap, what came out. Like I said, The Fall Off by J. Cole, his friend Snoop dropped an album, and Kanye. So three big rappers. Snoop just dropped one, J. Cole, and Kanye West. So definitely April wasn't the month for him to drop anything. He's not dropping anything. Those are three big um, artists in the same genre of, hip hop. So he's doing the right thing by not releasing it. I've been saying summer for a good while. When the weather gets better, that he's going to drop the Iceman album. But you cannot deny that his background, his culture, which is Jewish, is helping him get all these collaborations and making him very confident to fight against the industry. UMG, right? UMG, he is still fighting. He's not giving up. He's not giving up, and he's fighting with his lawyers. That's part of his culture, right? It's part of his culture. So he feels a victory over UMG will really make him seem like the hero, a hero. Iceman. Remember, Iceman is a character. I guess he's referring, associating it with the Marvel character, right? The Iceman. He's associating it with the Marvel character, and people are gonna pick it apart. They're gonna dissect it. They're gonna make fun of him. But the album definitely will have bangers, and it's gonna break records because he's making music for the ladies. He admitted he's making music for the ladies. I've heard Kanye West's album. I'm not saying it's not getting attention, but it's not good. It's not good to me. I done a lot of reviews. I listen to music a lot. He has a couple tracks on there, but it's not good. The GNX album, I didn't like it. I'll be honest. There's one, two, three tracks on Kendrick's, highly, respectable album. I didn't like it. I listened to that one too. I listened to J. Cole's album. It's pretty good. Nothing special. Nothing special. Now I gotta listen to Snoop's album. I guarantee it will have bangers. He's always making sure his stuff is put together good. But I think this is Drake. Drake's gonna take it. This is the reason he waited. He waited to see who's gonna drop their project, and then he's gonna be coming with his. People, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Support the platform. So Drake definitely is taking over the summer. There's no denying it. There's no fighting it. He is taking over the summer. But a lot of bandwagonists are going to jump on the bandwagon back again when they see the success of his album. You're going to see probably LeBron James bopping his head, dancing like a clown to Drake's music, even though he sold them out. You're going to see a lot of people who was, uh, on the bandwagon of Kendrick Lamar jump back on the bandwagon of Drake's, right? Exactly. But like I said, for the content makers out there that's not from Toronto, I don't give a damn. People say, "Oh, I don't need." No, no. If you're not from Toronto and you are talking all this shit like you know his moves, because I'm saying this because he's a lot of the times he's in the city. A big percentage of the times he actually returns to the city. And there's a lot of people from his past who he still keeps in contact with from the city. So you could easily kind of trace, his patterns where he's going to be at. Like recently, the last Raptors game before the playoffs, they had the ice seats, right? The Iceman seats, which he goes to the basketball games a lot. He's an ambassador. And guess what? He was there, right? His chairs were there. So, saying the Iceman. So, a lot of people who are all these content makers, especially in America, they just make shit up, right? They make shit up. Most of them don't know anything about Drake besides the stuff what's posted. They don't know anything about his circle besides they don't know about his circle actually. The people like Gucci in the background. Um, he got who else? He got Chubbs in the background. Like a lot of those guys, they go places with Drake, but they stay in Toronto, right? Those are the guys who know the most and preem about Drake. You get what I mean? Besides his family, that's probably like his family too. So a lot of these guys are from the city, from Toronto as well. They're not from America. Drake's circle is from the city. So if you could understand them a little bit or see their moves, then you see Drake Drake's moves, right? So right now, I guarantee most of his friends told him don't drop anything until near the summertime because in Toronto there's a lot of festivals. Soon as, like a lot of music festivals, Toronto's a big tourist city, big tourism, right? People from all over come. We have a lot of festivals, so he's probably waiting for that. It makes sense. You got the world coming to your city. Drake doesn't need to go anywhere. That's what a lot of people don't realize, don't know, especially in America. Drake could stay in Toronto all summer and have people from around the world come, and he could keep performing, even especially America. They'll come see him in Toronto, right? It's a big tourist city. People come to Toronto all the time, and not just for Drake. They come all the time. So, guess what? He loves his city. He's going to be putting it down. Episode 4, right? Down in the six. That's what I'm saying. Episode 4, down in the six, with a music video release, right? Maybe a couple cameos from the OVO crew or other people from Toronto. I'm hoping he makes this like a theme style album. It seems like it's a theme style album, but I hope that he includes a lot of the local people that endorse him all the time and always respects him. I hope that's what he does because if he doesn't do that, I don't get he loses points with me. I hope that he puts on a couple people more, and they don't have to be from OVO, just from the city. Put them on that album and push them to a certain level. You're about what 40 right now. You have pushed other artists, but I think you need to push more artists who are not OVO from Toronto, and that's would help the scene, and that's what would help Toronto. I'm not talking about OVO people like Smiley and the rest, people who are not from OVO, but you respect them. I'm waiting to see that from Drake. Push artists from Toronto who's not from your brand, and that will help the scene in a whole. That will help other people, especially in America and all around the world, see Toronto more and give it more respect. But episode 4 definitely is dropping soon, right? He's making a lot of people thirsty and hungry for the album that is coming out, right? So all you bandwagonists from Toronto to all in America and everywhere, get ready. We're gonna see a lot of them, but like I'm saying, there's a lot of people who are obsessed with Drake. It's kind of crazy how people are obsessed with him. Yes, he's a great artist. Yes, he's done a lot, but the obsession, the stands, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like I said, Drake's a good artist, respect to him, but to be obsessed, especially being an adult, over an artist like him, they're just people, right? They're just people who have a great talent. I'm never going to be obsessed over an artist like that. He's just an artist, right? Putting out material, content, and he's filthy rich. He don't give a damn about nobody, right? Mod, please put me in a timeout. You didn't say nothing, man. You didn't say nothing. I had to cover this, man, even though it might hurt. I had to cover the Iceman episode 4, right? Episode 4. Now, how much Toronto people are going to be, promoting this? A lot, I should say. A lot of the platforms you're going to see Six Bus promote it from Toronto. That's the biggest, I guess, platform from Canada. They'll be promoting it. Keep Six Solid. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry Toronto platform is going to be jumping on the bandwagon promoting the Iceman album. The episode 4, I'm waiting for that because I'm hearing that he recorded a video recently in down what is called City Hall. He recorded in City Hall. So like I'm saying, it's gonna break records, guaranteed. He's already breaking records with the streams. He's already getting all the collaborations right now with big corporations. He's done a McDonald's collaboration about 2 months ago, going in Canada, and I'm hearing maybe it might be coming soon to America. You know, the McDonald's combo. I don't know how they're gonna, if they do the combo. Let's see. That'll be interesting. If they do the combo, that would be a smart and good look, right? It'll be a good look, right? It'll be a very good look to do that for America, because the majority of his fans, and it's all around the world, his fans, but a big majority of his fans and the critics are in America. So hopefully, for some of his fans down there, you guys could get that McDonald's combo, that Drake McDonald's combo special, right? Maybe it's coming soon. But he got the collections, like I said, with Marvel, DC, McDonald's, and I think there's others I'm forgetting, like Steak, Kick. So he's the evolution of an artist. What you got to do to last in 2026 and beyond. Can't just do music anymore. You got to be you got to do more than music if you want to survive in 2026 and beyond. And he's doing that. Uh, the reason a lot of hip hop or rap been off the charts or haven't been charting is because none of it's that good. None of it has a big impact. No one has a big impact. So Drake is coming to fill that void. I know some people would say Kendrick won all these awards and stuff, but it's been boring. That's what the game's saying. The absence of Drake is hurt, I guess, hip hop or the rap, the culture. So Drake is laughing and he knows that, and for sure he's going to be dropping something to shake up the music industry right now. Well, not right now, but coming soon, people. That's what's coming. So, like I'm saying, if you see the thumbnail, you see him wearing the regalia, the Jewish religious regalia, because I said that's part of it. You cannot deny him being Jewish is a factor in the music industry. Everybody wants to look over that like, no, it's just pure talent. Yes, he does have talent. Yes, he could rap. Yes, he could sing. But I've seen, interviews and people talking about how the industry, they make you. So Drake, on top of the industry making you, and if you want to call it industry plant, and not saying necessarily it's Drake, but he kind of fits that character because he was an actor before doing the rapping. So yeah, he was an actor before he started the rapping. He was acting about 8 years, almost 8 years, and then he put himself more into the entertainment industry and start rapping and singing, right? So you cannot tell me that people are not questioning some of his success in regards to his culture, right? Uh, Drake, I'm hearing, turned down, like my research before he got signed to Young Money, he turned down a deal in Canada. I don't know if it was Universal Canada. That would be stupid. He turned down a deal because they wanted to give him $1 million. So, right, him and his lawyer went to America, and they, fulfilled a better deal. And then, the rest with Young Money, and now you see who he is right now. So Canada wasn't gonna help Drake. He had to fight for his success. Canada wasn't helping Drake. So guess where Drake had to go? Drake had to go to America for his success. Yes. So now you have a whole bunch of people talking about him, criticizing him. I've criticized him. I admit I've criticized Drake, but you have more people criticizing him more than ever right now. So I'm expecting, like I said, record sales for this Iceman album because he's promoting um, streaming, like a little short movie, if you want to call it, or like, streaming live. You see Kanye tried that, bite Drake's idea, but it didn't really work, I think, for him like it's gonna help for it been helping Drake. This is his rollout, and coming soon, people. Coming soon. Coming soon for all you content makers, including myself, to analyze, review, and maybe criticize. That's what's coming. Yeah, and you can't deny it. So that's all I gotta say about that right now. I'm wondering the features, where they're gonna be on that. Rumors maybe Future might be on a feature. That's a rumor. All the people who hated Drake and Drake called out on a couple tracks, I don't think any of them he's made up back with. Um, Drake, hopefully he's putting the home team on it more. Hopefully he's putting more of the home team on his album. And then I'll give him more respect for that. But anyways, people, I'm your host, Sean Myrie, and this is the Down to Earth Network, and I'm out.